confidence you entertain. My loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Seahawks now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Lance going to put it up right away.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always said when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On play action, Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lance now to throw.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Ready?
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run again with Harris. There's the stiff arm. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Cardinals had 15-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here. Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 22, Lance. Caught left side, Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get...
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Check, pitch, opposite, read.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check right, check left.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Ready, set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Working from the gun. Lance
being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Trey Lance.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. receivers. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From midfield, here's Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
They're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, it's Lance.
Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime here.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Christian Watson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Check right. Correct one.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To throw again on second down.
Lance. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Ready?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lance looking to throw it.
And And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Lance now on first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lance now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Over the middle, complete.
It's Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to the line and say, guys, and you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Lance.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the give, this is Harris. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Desperation time here. Lance.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up. Sanders, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game,
I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Lance.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Whitfield taken down at the 47-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down now, Whitfield. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the ball.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd? And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And out now come the Seahawks.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Let's go now.
Play action, now it's Lance. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back to throw. Lance. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, this was a really nice